JFD, just fair and direct.
Okay, hello and good morning everyone. Welcome to JFD Traders Espresso with me, Darius Anucauskas. Today is the 19th of August 2021. So yep, welcome everyone. Welcome to this Thursday's morning session where we're going to have a very quick look at the markets, a few of the charts, the usual stuff. But before we continue, as always guys, let's quickly have a read through our risk disclaimer. So yep, the content we produce does not constitute investment advice or investment recommendation. It should not be considered as such and does not in any way constitute an invitation to acquire any financial instrument or product. As always, I'll give you a few seconds to read the rest and we can continue. Okay, so now then, before we jump into the charts, as always, quick mentioning of our JFD YouTube channel, to which you can always subscribe to in order not to miss any of our upcoming videos, and of course our JFD Bank website, and specifically our JFD research page. So if you go in there on the top here, click research, and it'll take you to our page, which I believe you can find it useful. Now, jumping into the charts, guys. So, oh, actually, by the way, before we continue, first of all, hello, good morning to everybody. I mean, I can see in chat room Erica here. Good morning to you too. So, yep, the first one I want to pick up here is Nikkei 225, just to see what's happening. So, as you understand, markets did decline yesterday a little bit, and the reversal came on the Fed, after the Fed releasing its minutes, where they've stated that basically there is a decent chance that the tapering might happen already this year. And investors took that as a negative because everybody's afraid of that there's going to be less stimulus for the economy. But again, at the moment, I would say this little decline in the markets could be a temporary one, but here, looking at Nikkei, for example, it dropped and broke below this hurdle, below the 27,385 territory, and stayed below it. So, but also it managed to stay near this other hurdle. And let me just grab one of these lines, probably just quickly recycle it. So it stayed near the lowest point of July here, near the 27,272. So basically, the result is good here. I mean, yes, for the sellers, of course, we drifted lower. We tested the lowest point of July as well, and now we're kind of resting near it. Can we drift further below it? Well, again, let's go slowly, step by step on this one. At the moment, yes, I'm leaning a little bit more towards the downside on this one, but again, probably not much. I'm not going to drag this one too much to the downside. I'm just going to aim at the moment for something here, like the psychological 27,000 territory, and then I'll take it from there. Let's see how that's going to play out, of course, but at the moment, like I said, that's my game plan on Nikkei. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index did drift lower as well, and yep, continues to trade below this downside resistance line, taken from the high of the 28th of June. So in a way, also it dropped below this, the previous lowest point of the week, near the 25,615 territory. I said yesterday to keep an eye on this hurdle, because if it gets broken, then yes, this could open the door towards that 25,093 territory, or even the 24,748 zone right here, marked by the lowest point of, near the lowest point of July. So for now, we made pretty straightforward one here. We'll continue aiming lower, but not much. Initially only aiming for that 25,093 territory, and then we will, like I said, we'll take it from there. For the upside, if suddenly it reverses sharply higher and breaks the downside line, then yes, we could go for some higher levels. The German index, DAX, and yeah, that one stayed in positive territory yesterday and managed to remain above this upside support line. But if we take a look at the cash index did drift lower together with the U.S. equities, and we're now basically seeing that the cash index on DAX is trading below this upside line. And what's interesting as well, it's below this hurdle, the 15,851 territory. So this raises concerns, of course, and we could see maybe further declines. However, let's be very careful for now, because we are approaching quite an important support area right here, for example, which previously acted as a good area of resistance. Now it could be seen as a good support zone, and that's roughly around that 15,800 territory, approximately around there, guys. Yeah, so for now I would say that the fact that we are trading, let me just probably zoom in into this one a little bit. The fact that we're trading below this hurdle, below the 15,851 territory, this is kind of okay. I mean, this is all what I was talking about, because I was saying that in order to go for the downside, we need to see at least the daily candle staying below this area, and well, for now it's staying there. Will it remain there by the end of the day? Let's wait and see. But again, like I said, we are approaching this key important territory near the 15,800 zone. If that gets cleared, well, I mean, this could lead to a larger correction to the downside, because at the moment I'm just seeing this as a temporary correction. Similar story with the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Declined yesterday, dropped by around 1%. However, remained above the subside line taken from the low of the 4th of March here. If we take a look at the cash index, we can see that it continues to drift lower, and actually, by the way, it's probably going to be below this level right now, so, or actually maybe bang on that area, actually bang on this upside line. So that's what's going to be quite interesting to see. I mean, for now I'm going to keep this upside line on the chart here, but if it eventually gets broken, then certainly, yes, a larger correction here to the downside might be possible, and then we'll aim for that 100-day EMA shown as the green line, and then we'll take it from there. If it holds, if the upside support line continues to provide support, then yes, a nice rebound back to the upside might be possible. The dollar index certainly rising higher and working out perfectly according to the plan. Yesterday I talked about this idea in the morning and said that a push-up of the 93.19 level right here may do the job here for more buyers. This could open the door towards higher levels. Initially I'm going to aim for that 93.44 territory, or even for that 93.55 level right here. So I would say that kind of mission accomplished, depending with which one you were aiming for. But given that it kind of got held here in between the two levels, I would say mission accomplished, because that's what I was aiming for initially. And yep, now I mean, I would say that I would take a bit of I would stand away from this one a little bit, because I just want to see what's going to happen further. If it continues to push higher, yes, we could see higher levels, but at the moment this is quite an important area of resistance. Let's see if it holds, and if it does, then maybe something like this might be possible here, where we could see maybe a bit of a decline and then a push higher again, if of course this upside support line continues to provide a good hold up. If it breaks and we see the this is where I need to lift my arrow here to the downside a little bit, my downside arrow to lift it up higher a little bit, there we go. Basically, if it falls below this upside line and then drops below the 92.80 territory, somewhere around here, it might, depending on how this is going to shape up, it might also be below the 21-day EMA, and yep, then more sellers could join in. Now jumping into gold, and gold of course drifting nicely to the downside. Yesterday we saw it kind of being flat as well, kind of forming something of a doji here, remaining above the 21-day EMA, but today we're seeing a bit of a decline here. To be honest, I mean, this could be seen as a temporary correction for now. So let's, again, I will stick to the same idea that I've mentioned yesterday. I'm going to stick away from this one for now, and I'm just going to continue observing it. Because what I would like to see here, in order to, let's say, to go for the downside, well, I would like to see a test of this downside line, and then see, and to see it kind of getting held here, or I would say holding the price down, and then yes, we could maybe go for a bit of a corrective move lower. If we break this downside line, then yes, this is where it could start to be a little bit more interesting for more buyers. But still, I would prefer maybe to wait for a push above this 1834 territory first, and then get a little bit more comfortable with the upsides. For now, I mean, I would say I'm kind of, like I said, I'm neutral on this one, and I'm just going to continue observing the price action. Silver is a little bit more reassuring, I would say, in terms of the downside, and as you can see so far, this idea is working out. What I said before was that if this hurdle here continues to provide resistance, then certainly yes, another decline might be possible. So let's see how this is going to play out. But for now, I would say that yes, the 22.39 level is the one to watch. Initially, what I'm going to be watching here is this low, the low of the 12th of August, and that's near the 23 level. If that gets cleared, then yes, like I said, we can then aim for that current lowest point of August. WTI oil, very quickly on this one. So yep, working out according to the plan, as said yesterday, and I was talking about this one for quite a while. I said that, I will keep it for now here, because it was drifting lower, and if you want to aim for lower levels, then well, a break of this highlighted territory would be needed. And yep, this is what we are currently getting. We're getting a break through this key support zone. So yep, now the big question here is, can it go all the way towards this 200-day EMA, which is near the 61.58 level? And if it can, then yep, that could be a good result here. For now, I'm going to be aiming exactly that. If the price continues to trade below this hurdle, below this 65.12 zone. If it does that, then yes, like I said, I'll aim for that 200-day EMA. In terms of the upside, now this is where it could be interesting. Of course, a push back above this this hurdle here might do the trick for more buyers, but again, I'll reevaluate the whole situation there again, and I'll see what we can do from going forward. But at the moment, I would say if it climbs back above this 65.11 territory, yes, it could start being very, again, interesting for the bulls. However, there would be still a bunch of obstacles that would need to be overcome. So that's why I'm going to reevaluate this again later if we do see a nice reversal to the upside. Bitcoin, very quickly on that one, and so resting currently on this upside support line taken from the low of the 20th of July. So in a way, I would say everything's kind of according to the plan right now, but in order to go for the upside, guys, well, we need to see a nice rebound here from this upside line. And to be honest, if you're looking for some upside in this situation, I would rather probably wait for a push above the current highest point of August near the 48,070 territory. If we clear that, then yes, higher levels could be met. But if we break this upside line and then fall somewhere below this hurdle, the 42,532 level, approximately around here, then yes, we could initially aim for those EMAs here, the 100-day and the 200-day, or we could even aim for that 37,318 level marked by the current lowest point of August. Jumping into a few pairs, AUD, CHF, just a quick update on a few of these. I spoke about some of these yesterday just to see what's happening. So what I said to you yesterday, to keep an eye on this 0.6621 level, which if gets broken, yep, could open the door towards lower levels. But I'm just going to aim initially for this little hurdle here. The actually, let me just see if I can readjust this a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So that's the 0.6581 zone. That's the lowest point of December December of 2020. That's going to be my next target. If we reach that and we get a hold up somewhere around here, maybe a bit of a corrective move back up here might be possible. So again, let's see how that's going to play out, but for now I'm leaning a little bit more towards the downside. USD Cad also looking quite bearish, and we are trading below this 0.9146 territory right now. And yeah, so if we stay below this, and if oil continues to decline, sorry, not oil, sorry, the market sentiment has nothing to do here with oil at the moment. If the market sentiment continues to decline and kind of it will shift towards the risk off environment, and then yes, we could see this pair drifting a little bit more to the downside. My next potential target could be this low of the 27th of May, and that's near the 0.9065 level. USD Cad continues to rally. Now this one has something to do with oil, of course. Stronger dollar, weaker oil prices, and yep, that's the result we're having here on USD Cad, and the pair continues to push north. If you remember when I said that if we climb above this barrier right here, the 1.2605 territory, somewhere around here, if we climb above this, this would also place the pair back above all of its EMAs. More buyers could join in, and my next target could be around here, near the 1.2807 territory. And if that holds, then maybe a bit of a retracement back down might be possible. But at the moment, I'm aiming for that area, and then we'll take it from there. Gbp Nzd. So, yep, the pound is really firing up here against the commodity-linked currencies like Australian dollar and New Zealand dollar. And as you can see, we've climbed above this 1.9960 territory, and most importantly, we've reached the psychological 2 level again. It only took us how long? Let's have a look. Yeah, we were here a year ago, basically. Well, there we go. So it took us a year to get back to this hurdle, to the psychological 2 level. And I would say that if it continues to rally, and if we, for example, clear this level here, the highest point of July near the 2.0068 level, if we clear that, then yes, my next target is this 2.0271 level, marked by the highest point of August of 2020. Previously, when I looked at this one, I said that if we clear this hurdle right here, then this could open the door towards higher levels, and it did. I mean, as you can see, but just let's go slowly, step by step on this one, because we did already have quite a decent up move. So basically now, like I said, I'm keeping an eye on this barrier. If we clear that, then we'll go for some higher levels. But if we get a little hold up here somewhere, maybe a bit of a corrective move back down might be possible. And finally, EURUSD. So yep, this one dropped below this 1.1704 territory, and as you can see, this is now working out nicely here for the sellers, and my next target is the 1.16 territory, approximately around here, near the lowest point of November of 2020. Again, don't get me wrong, we might see a bit of a drift lower here, but in a way it could maybe stall somewhere in between here and reverse back up, test the 1.1704 territory from underneath, and then do something like this again. So, and then it could decline back down. So again, for now I'm leaning towards the downside, but again, I'm not excluding the possibility of maybe seeing a reversal here, maybe a test of this hurdle, and if it provides resistance, another slide might be possible. If it climbs back above and stays above this 1.1704, then maybe it's we could be looking for a bit of a corrective move to the upside. So, yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for this session. I really hope you found it useful, and thank you very much for joining in and watching this one till the end. I really appreciate that, and I hope you found it useful. So, yep, thank you very much. If you want to catch me tomorrow morning, as always, at my Traders Espresso, that's 6 o'clock GMT time. For now, have a wonderful trading day, stay safe, and have your stop losses in place, and everything will be fine. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.